So I'm being illegally detained right now is what you're telling me. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Investigate all you want, but you can't demand ID.
We'd appreciate as people are leaving, you don't film their cars.
I have no expectation of privacy. I can take pictures of whatever I want. I'm standing on the sidewalk.
Welcome to Mr. White, where real-life confrontations between law enforcement and citizens unfold right before your eyes. Jacksonville, North Carolina, home to over 450 police officers serving nearly 70,000 residents, is where a citizen from the channel Mr. Bulldog 910 was unlawfully detained while simply holding a camera, documenting for a journalism project. Despite breaking no laws, he was ordered to show ID without any legal basis, raising a serious question: has suspicious behavior now been equated with criminal activity? Not far from there, another citizen from the channel Constitution Cowboy stood on a public sidewalk outside a police station, recording vehicles exiting the lot, an act entirely legal under the First Amendment. Yet within minutes, 6 officers approached, surrounded, questioned, and pressured him simply because they felt uncomfortable. No arrests were made, no force was used, but the psychological pressure was undeniable. 2 separate incidents, one powerful message: your civil rights mean nothing if you don't know the law. Be sure to visit the original channels, Mr. Bulldog 910 and Constitution Cowboy, to see the full footage and context. And if you believe knowledge is the first line of defense against abuse of power, subscribe to Mr. White, leave a comment below, and share your own story.
Is there a reason I'm doing a job? Yeah, to make money.
Okay. People have just been calling, just thinking it's kind of weird.
It's journalism. I'm sorry.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's protected under the First Amendment, so.
I'm not saying you're not.
Sorry about that.
All right, but hold on. Hold on.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, right now.
For what? For which crime?
So I'm further investigating why you're walking around.
What crime? That's not a crime. Walking around isn't a crime. You have to articulate a crime before you can detain me.
But I could also detain
Supervisor.
Supervisor, okay.
Yep. You can't detain just anyone. You have to articulate a crime.
I can detain
You're
anybody
incorrect.
while I further
Get your supervisor and let's find out. Okay. Name and badge number.
Officer Ashley Grant, you dispatch your supervisor. Badge number 861.
Thank you.
Do you have your ID on you?
I do not.
Can you dispatch a supervisor to my location? Hello. What are you doing, sir?
So, I'm assuming he's the one that complained?
No. I don't even know who complained. It came out as anonymous.
This is a constitutionally protected activity, so I'm being harassed right now, basically.
My neighbors are calling me saying, hey, there's some dude running around.
Recording.
So
Yeah.
I showed up because I'm like, okay.
In public, on a public sidewalk.
Sir, I'm not saying you're not.
You
allowed
are.
to record.
You are. By your presence here,
Okay.
bothering me while I'm working is telling me I'm not allowed to do this.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way,
Okay.
but I am investigating why we're getting calls about someone walking around.
Walking around isn't a crime, though.
I never said it was a crime, but I still
So
have
you
the right to
no,
detain.
you do not.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm being illegally detained right now is what you're
That's
telling
what
me.
you want to say?
Okay.
Then Sure.
Okay.
Okay. But you are failure. You're not identifying yourself. You're refusing.
What crime have I committed?
So at the end of the day, if law
It's not the end. It's the beginning.
Listen to me for a sec. So if law enforcement requests your identification, right? Your name, your date of birth, your ID card, your driver's license number, you are obligated to give that to law enforcement.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Not unless you can articulate a crime.
So I can articulate that this
Walking
is
around is
suspicious
not
behavior.
suspicious. Isn't a crime.
Okay, but it is something we have to investigate.
It's not a
on.
crime, so I don't have to comply with anything. I don't have to help you in your investigation.
Okay. Well, I am asking you to identify yourself. You are refusing.
I haven't committed a crime.
That doesn't matter. You
It
still have
does
to
matter.
identify
No, I do
yourself.
not.
Okay.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
Well, you're about to learn. I hope this is your supervisor. He's about to school you if it's your actual supervisor.
Okay. How are you, sir?
Doing all right? Long day.
I just got here.
Oh, I'm trying to end my day.
Right. That's not my supervisor.
That's not going to help then.
Well, I requested a supervisor.
It has to be in a timely manner. You understand that, right?
I understand that
Okay.
the city of Jacksonville is quite large.
It's
and we
not.
have
It's not. It's not large at all.
13. Okay.
Go ahead. 3798-7747. 3798-7747.
Thank you, man. He's at Gum Ranch in 17, so he is on his way.
To tell you that you're violating my rights.
Not what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I'm walking up and down the street
Okay.
doing a protected activity,
Okay.
and you stop me and demand ID for no crime.
So, like I explained to you, we've gotten multiple calls.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay. That gives us something to investigate.
It does
further.
not. No,
Yes, it
you
does.
can investigate all you want, but
Okay.
you can't demand ID
Yes, I
when you
can.
can't articulate a crime that you think I've committed.
I never said you committed a crime. I said.
So then you
we
have no
are
right here.
investigating your suspicious behavior. Or we're
Suspicious
getting
isn't a
multiple calls.
crime.
You have to identify yourself.
I do
to me.
not.
Okay.
Suspicious is not a crime.
Hello, sir. How are
Name and badge number, please.
you? My name's Corporal Tim Bureau. My officer number is 674.
Thank you.
To the Jackson Police Department.
Thank you.
Do you live around here?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Well, you have a nice day then, okay?
Thank you. Am I free to go?
Supervisor.
Oh, you
So
did?
who's waiting for police?
Yeah, you've been free to go this whole time.
She told me I've been detained
Oh, okay.
twice now. So I'm detained?
Well, you want a supervisor?
Am I detained?
I'm trying to identify you.
That's not happening. Am I detained?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm trying to identify you.
That's not my problem. I don't have to further your investigation for you. That's your job. So if you want to find out who I am, you go run photo arrays, whatever you want to do. Apparently you have no idea how it works. You can't walk up to a citizen not committing a crime and demand ID. That's not how this works.
Okay. Yes, you know the law more than
I do, actually. It turns out that I do. Man,
my supervisor is on his way, and we'll talk with him
hard to believe a citizen out here would actually have a degree and know what they're talking about, huh?
here.
It's all right. We're going to stop all this corruption.
You doing all right?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Especially when I'm being illegally detained.
Well, I already told you you're free to go, so if you'd like to leave.
Am I free to go?
If you want to go, you don't want to talk to a supervisor?
Am I free to go or am I detained? I need an
Go
answer.
ahead.
I'm not detained.
Just so you know, sir, this is the Jackson Police Department, so there's
Great.
the gates and everything, the fence and everything.
Great.
Just don't enter into that fence.
That's
okay?
fine.
Cool.
I'm on the sidewalk. It's where I've been the whole time before I was harassed.
More than welcome to stay there.
So
Go.
once again, you've been proven wrong by your own coworker here.
You have a great day, sir.
I'm having a great day.
Me too.
I'm not breaking the law. I'm right here on the sidewalk in public, exercising my constitutional right. Wow. Corruption at its finest.
Hey, sir, how are you?
Name and badge number, please, since you approached me.
Sergeant Busquets, sir.
All right.
What's going on today?
I've been released. Are you detaining me again?
Yes, sir, you're not detained.
Okay, thank you.
The officer asked you for your name and the information.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Well, like she explained to you, she's investigating suspicious activity.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know y'all wish it was, but it's not.
Okay. Are you going to give her your name and information?
No, I haven't committed
So
a
What do
crime.
you plan on doing, sir?
I'm doing my job, trying to, without being harassed.
Okay.
I'm
What's
just
your-
gathering content for a story, and y'all want to harass me over it.
Okay. What's your job? You're a writer?
Obviously, I'm a journalist.
Well, how is that obvious?
I'm gathering content for a story.
Okay, well,
Who else
everybody
does
with a
that?
cell
Do
phone
mechanics
isn't a
do that?
journalist, sir.
Excuse me?
I said everybody with a cell phone isn't a journalist.
If they choose to be, they are. It's in the Constitution.
Okay. Cell phones make you a journalist?
If that's what you choose to do, yeah.
Okay. You need anything else?
I mean, like I said, I'm investigating suspicious activity.
Suspicious
Called
isn't a
by
crime.
multiple people about someone reporting. Ask
Fully
for
legal.
Identification. If law enforcement asks for identification, you are required to identify
You are
yourself.
not. Why am I not in jail right now then?
because we're trying to not go that route by you not identifying yourself. So technically,
You see, I got bail money. So, I mean, if y'all really want to press it.
so technically, I can't arrest you right now for resist obstruct delay. You're obstructing my
I'm not,
investigation.
no, I haven't
Delaying
obstructed
my
anything.
investigation.
I don't have to help you in your investigation. I don't have to help you identify anyone. That's helping your investigation. That's your job. That's what I pay you to do.
327.
Sir, you understand that she's just trying to gain your compliance, right?
That's not my
I don't
problem.
want to take you to jail, but also, I'm doing my
You
job.
clearly do, because this is a legal, constitutionally protected activity that you're harassing me over. And then you're lying to me, telling me I have to submit ID to any officer that asks. No, that's incorrect. If you suspect me of a crime and you can articulate it,
Okay.
then yes, I will surrender
clear it up
ID.
for you, sir. Let me clear it up.
We cleared up in court.
We're not in court, sir.
We can be very
And
easily.
I would like to avoid that.
I would rather not, because this is going to keep happening until you guys are taught a lesson.
What's that, sir?
That you can't bully people into giving ID when you don't suspect a crime.
Sir, nobody is trying to bully you into anything.
She just told me she could take me to jail if I don't give her my ID.
What she's trying to make sure you understand is when law enforcement are investigating something,
They can investigate whatever you want. You have to suspect me of a crime. What crime do you suspect me of?
Right
all
now.
she can articulate is suspicion, not a crime.
You're going to listen, sir? You're asking questions. You want the answers?
Not really. I know the answers. You think I would come out here and not know?
What are you asking the questions for?
Just see if you know them.
Trust me, I do.
You clearly don't. Like, you see the time, like, you realize this is costing me job money right now? You're costing me time?
Keep your hand out of your pocket.
No problem. Am I detained or am I free to go?
Right now, you're detained. sir,
Okay. For what crime do you suspect me
Because
of?
she's following up on investigation.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Suspicious activity.
It's not. So suspicion is a crime.
Are you going to give her your name and information?
No.
Okay. Turn off your hands back.
Okay.
Walking and filming in a public place is not a crime, and you have the right to refuse to show your identification if there is no reasonable suspicion that you are committing or about to commit a crime. When asked for ID in such a situation, the most important thing is to stay calm and ask clearly, am I being detained? What crime am I suspected of committing? Do not provide personal information without a legal basis. Recording the entire encounter is the most effective way to protect yourself against potential violations of your civil rights. And if you think that's where it ends, the next situation will surprise you even more. A citizen was simply standing on the sidewalk outside a police station filming, yet he was quickly surrounded by 6 officers. Will he be arrested, or can he continue exercising his rights lawfully? Keep watching to find out.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay, sir.
What you filming?
Whatever I can see.
What's that?
Whatever I can see.
You can hear.
Whatever I can see.
All right, you can film all you want. Just we'd appreciate as people are leaving, you don't film their cars, personal cars.
I could film personal cars, sir.
Well, you
There's
have to
no-
understand
there's-
it makes us a little nervous because we're here and all the threats. So
Understandable, but I could take pictures of people's cars. You have no expectation of privacy. I can take pictures of whatever I want. I'm standing on the sidewalk.
this is true, but we'd appreciate if you don't do it. We are police officers, and we do have concerns. So we just ask you nicely. We're not chasing you, but we hope you understand our position.
No, I understand, but I respectfully decline, to stop recording the cars. I'm gonna record everybody.
If I may, and I'm sure, is there any reason you're recording our precinct? You're recording our cars? Is there any particular reason?
Because I want to. That's about it. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Well, you're standing on the sidewalk. You're not coming into our parking lot. It's just like I said. We have our concerns, of course. You know what goes on in the media. It concerns us.
I said, I definitely understand what you're saying, but all of that is irrelevant.
Well, it's relevant. It's just a matter of.
It's relevant towards you, yes, but to me, it's irrelevant, though.
It makes officers, as they're leaving with their personal cars, makes them a little uncomfortable.
Of course, of course.
Our police cars is one thing. It makes guys uncomfortable. We don't know if that information is going to be given out to somebody else. We don't know
it's
you,
not,
that type of
you
thing.
know,
So you
I
follow
understand.
me, right?
Yeah,
You
of
know,
course,
I'm
I
not
understand.
chasing you because, yeah, it's a First Amendment right. You can film. We never tell you can't. You're allowed to. But you can understand our concerns.
Well,
You know, the way things are, we do get a little nervous because it's our personal cause that you're filming and we're leaving. We're afraid that information might be out. You know, we don't usually have people filming.
But that's
follow me
public
though, right?
information, though.
Our
Any-
personal cause? It
That's
can be, but
no, it is public information. That's how y'all run the place. That's how y'all know what car belongs to who, and you know.
Right, but you're by our parking lot in a police facility, so we get a little concerned. We're not going to chase you, obviously. You have a First Amendment right to be here, but you can understand why we're a little worried. You can't understand that, though, right?
No, like I
With
said,
the-
definitely, I understand. I understand where you
with
coming
the
from.
atmosphere against us, we get a little nervous.
Mhm.
You can understand that we all have families and things of that.
Definitely, I could definitely understand that. But do you understand what I'm saying? That it really
we
don't.
get that. We understand
All right.
privacy. You know, there's a First Amendment right to do things. You can just understand our position.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can do as a supervisor is not chase you.
Is there the supervisor?
Yeah, I'm at the desk. I'm one of the supervisors.
Okay.
If you can maybe even give me a expectation of when you might be leaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to chase you. I can't. I'm not going to force you out of here. We're not going to have a fight or something like that. We're not doing that.
And
We
I
understand
appreciate
your
that.
constitutional right to do that, but you do understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
I
I
think you can
understand.
understand that, right?
What's your name, sir?
It's right on my shield.
You know, I don't like to divulge things like that about myself, but I'm dyslexic and I really can't read. I'm asking you, can you tell me your name and badge
You'll be
number?
able to see it.
But I can't read.
Well, you're recording, right? So you can see it. I'm giving it to you. It's on video. It's Shimshi 2544.
That's it.
All right?
Can I have your name and badge number, sir?
Warrior 25906.
Paladino 11158.
Sohail 26.
What's your badge number, sir, and
First
name?
of all, 2333. You're being recorded right now.
That's fine. That's no problem. What's your name?
17258.
Appreciate that.
What's your name?
I didn't give it.
Am I giving it to us?
Honest citizen.
Okay. Can't force it out of you. So we just, like I said, so the question I asked you before, you have any idea how much longer you're going to be here?
I'm not sure. Probably for a little while. Just want to get some pictures and stuff and, you know, see what's going on around here.
Okay. So, but you did understand what I was telling you, right? About as far as I'm concerned.
100% I
Okay.
understand.
I can't stop you from doing this, and we're not going to. I'm not going to do anything to you,
And
but
once again, I appreciate that.
we appreciate your First Amendment right to be able to do what you're doing. We'd be very appreciative if you didn't, but again, we're not going to force you away.
Yeah, it's not really y'all could do for that. As long as you know I'm not committing a crime or y'all suspect
We're
that
not
I
even
did
giving you a hard
something.
time. We're just,
Thank you.
we're entitled to ask, though, right?
Thank you. You're a gentleman.
That you can understand, though, because you're outside the precinct, we have a right to ask.
Of course, no, you have the right to
You know,
go up to anybody and ask anything. But now, it's the person's prerogative if they want to answer you.
Like
you
I
know?
said, you have a constitutional right to video. It's just a matter of you understand our concerns.
Definitely.
Okay. So, hopefully you won't be too much longer, and this will be a moot point.
Well, we'll see what happens. I appreciate you.
All right, thank you very much.
Man, all these cops come out here for me. So you see, folks, man, like I can understand. I would have respected it more, you know, if 1 or 2 officers come out here, but damn, a whole bunch of them. This guy right here, he was a little salty.
Thank you for watching until the end of this video on Mr. White's channel. One thing is clearly affirmed: filming in public and refusing to present identification is not illegal if you are not reasonably suspected of committing or about to commit a crime. Both citizens in the videos, one walking and recording for a journalism project in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and the other simply standing on a sidewalk filming vehicles entering and exiting a police station, did not break any laws, yet both were approached, questioned, and even temporarily detained without any clear legal justification. 2 stories, 2 different locations, but the same core issue: a lack of understanding of civil rights, not only among citizens, but also within law enforcement. Filming is not a threat, and the right to remain silent or to refuse ID is not an act of resistance. The lesson here is simple. Equip yourself with basic legal knowledge. Staying calm, being clear, and standing firm are the 3 key elements to protect yourself in similar encounters. If you've ever experienced a situation like this, don't hesitate to share your story, and make sure to subscribe to Mr. White to continue following the mission of protecting civil rights.